Well, gang, it's time to do a little spring cleaning and some planning for the rest of the spring and summer. So, in this podcast, I have just two questions for you. And those are, where do you want to go in Montana's outdoors, and what do you want to do? Okay, I have a feeling that some of you are out there saying, "What the hell is he talking about here?" Yes, let's get into a little more detail on that, find out what the heck I mean by those questions, and I'm going to give you a little incentive to answer those questions for me. I'm going to give away $100 to two lucky people that answer those questions. I'm going to tell you how you can enter to win $100 and how you go about doing that. It's going to be some fun. That's next.
The Montana Outdoor Podcast is brought to you by Rocky Mountain Truck and Trailer, home of Boss Snowplows and Accessories, and Diamond Sea Trailers and Accessories. Go to rmtte.com and see everything they have waiting for you online, or just come by 5680 Expressway in Missoula, and by Superior Hardwoods of Montana, delivering the highest quality lumber, paneling, flooring, and reclaimed wood products anywhere in North America. Let them guide you through the woods at their showroom in Missoula on Highway 93 South or at superior-hardwoods.com.
Now, before we get out and get going into this whole $100 contest I'm talking about here, I want to first recognize two groups that watch this podcast on a regular basis and are extra special to all of us here that work on the podcast, and a great deal of those who watch and listen. In fact, most all of you bring up the fact that you're glad that I mentioned these two groups. I'm talking about first our number one, our active military. They listen on bases and from ships and that all around the world. And right now they're out working their butts off and risking their lives for us. There are really not words that I can say to do justice to how much we all appreciate what you out there are doing for our country. You all, every one of you, are very special to all of us that watch and listen to this podcast and work on the podcast. We are very proud of what you're doing for our country. You all are, well, every one of you are very special. We're praying for you, and we're missing you. And indeed, we love you very much. We can't wait for all of you to come home soon. Also, another thank you has to go out to all of our veterans out there that watch and listen to this podcast. What you have done for our country, we all will never forget. That is a promise. And you'll always be very special to each and every one of us here. Thank you for your service. All right, now let's get into our topic today. In this podcast, which will be fairly short one because I just need a couple questions answered by you as I plan our upcoming podcasts for the rest of this spring and summer. So, number one, where do you want to go under the big sky? And number two, what do you want to do out there? Now, what I mean by that is, well, when I ask, where do you want to go? I'm asking, are there some places in Montana or people that you would like me to do a little research on and tell you about? Interview, hunt down and show you some of the cool places that are out there, or maybe some interesting critters you've always wanted to know more about. So my staff and I will be asking you to email me at right here, where is it, gang? Right up here on the screen, Downrigger at montanooutdoor.com, or I can put it down here. Maybe you want to know about one of our awesome state parks or national parks. You've never been, you've always wanted to. You want to have us take you right there and find about some real cool stuff. Or maybe there's an interesting person you've wanted me to interview and ask certain questions to. Who's that? Or it could be a certain, as I said, certain critter out there that you've always wanted to learn about, or maybe a certain type of hunting or trapping for one of those cool critters. For example, I have always wanted to talk to someone out there that hunts with falcons. For some reason, that has always intrigued me. Think about it, to have this great big bird on your arm and just say, oh, right up there flying by, go kill that and bring it back to me. I've always thought that was so cool. I've always wanted to have somebody like that on the podcast. So that's one of mine. Could be one of yours. Let me know. Maybe there's for example, it kind of fits the second question. What do you want to do out there? Is there an activity that you've wanted to do but never have been able to do it? Maybe there's a certain kind of fish that you've always wanted to go after, wanted to learn how to catch or how to find them. I've always been intrigued with hunting for mountain goat. I've never done it. I don't know if any of you have done that. I've always thought that has got to be amazing. It's not some easy terrain to do. Of course, it's very hard to get a license for that, a permit for that. You have to apply, which, by the way, if you want to do that, you do have to apply by May 1st for that. And there's several other critters out there that you're going to need to get to that May 1st deadline. I'm going to put that in the podcast description of which ones we're talking about. Make sure that if you want to do that, you got to apply, and I'll get you some links on how to do that. Or you can go see a licensed ambassador at one of the sporting goods stores, or go to a FWP office, and you'll be able to do that. So don't forget about the May 1st deadline. And then there's a June 1st deadline coming up too. I think that's for deer bee and elk bee licenses. So don't forget about those. Anyway, so is there something like that you've always wanted to learn about and do? Tell me about that and why. Or maybe you want me to do a podcast about some of the strange stuff that happens out there. Okay, we'll get a little weird. Ever wanted to know about Bigfoot, or maybe have me talk to somebody that's seen or thought they've seen Bigfoot or something like that out there, or the legendary Flathead Lake Monster. Boy, there's some great stories out there about that. Is that real? I don't know. But I'll tell you, there's some people have seen some strange stuff. So that might be something you've always wanted to learn about. Well, let me know about it. Maybe there's some flying saucers that have landed in your campsite, or somebody's campsite. You want me to track them down and find out what the hell happened there, what they were smoking, or what. No, whatever. I mean, weird stuff can happen out there. So anyway, let's check that out. So think about this stuff. We'll take a quick little break here. I want you to get your pen and paper, or get your cell phone ready, or whatever, so you can write down all the right information to be able to enter to win and be one of the 2 $100 winners. I'm going to pick one winner from the where do you want to go, or what place in Montana do you want to know about category, and a $100 winner for the what do you want to do, or who have you always wanted to meet or know about, something like that. So there's 2 different categories. I'll pick an email from each of those, and then each of those people will win $100. And in the meantime, I want to talk about, one of the folks that's been a huge part of us being able to do this podcast, and that is our good friends at Rocky Mountain Truck and Trailer. They have been a sponsor of this podcast from the very beginning. And if you've ever wanted a trailer, ever wanted some accessories for your truck, they've got this incredible parts department. They can put all kinds of cool accessories and different things, different ways to tow. I mean, it's unreal, the stuff they have there. So I want you to go see Rocky Mountain Truck and Trailer and learn about that. On the screen right now, there's their address, where to find them, and all that, phone number. You really need to talk to these folks, especially as spring cleaning is getting going now. They've got these dump trailers that are just awesome. If you listen to our radio show, the Montana Outdoor Radio Show, the captain, he got a dump trailer from Rocky Mountain Truck and Trailer. Absolutely loves it. I have done stuff with him and, helped clean up around the headquarters there at Fort Peck and that. Unbelievable how much time that thing saves. Load it up, take it to the dump wherever, boom, hit a button, dumps it out. Very cool. They have all kinds of different sizes of those and that. They'll help you pick out the right one for you for the job that you want to do. They also have some just great equipment trailers that can haul all kinds of things from, snowmobiles or, golf carts, your lawnmower, you name it, your side-by-side, all those little toys that you like to take out in the woods with you, whether it's wintertime or summertime. Great trailers that are perfect for that. They've got everything that you'd ever want to do, even including getting the right hitch on, getting the right lighting, the wiring for it that works every time, all the stuff you need. Rocky Mountain Truck and Trailer can help you do it. The other cool thing is they do financing too. So they can help you get financing for any of the cool stuff they get. It's Rocky Mountain Truck and Trailer. I really hope you will get a hold of them. You can contact them from anywhere. They'll do business with anyone across the state. It's real simple. Just go to rmtte.com. That's rmtte.com. Look at their entire inventory. Ask any questions there. They'll get right back to you. So, Rocky Mountain Truck and Trailer, thank you for what you do for this podcast. And I hope you folks will take advantage of all the incredible stuff they have. Okay, so now, did you get something to write down on or whatever? Now, if you didn't, you can always watch this podcast again or rewind or pause it or whatever. But there is some information, of course, that I'm going to need from you to be able to get a hold of you if we pick you as the winner. So what I'm going to need from you is, number one, you're going to email me. That's Downrigger at montanooutdoor.com. Real easy. That's Downrigger at montanooutdoor.com. Right there on the screen, Downrigger at montanooutdoor.com. Then what I need from you is your name, obviously. I'm going to need your phone number so I can get a hold of you and let you know that you won. Your address so I can send you the money. Your email. I need to know a good time of the day to get a hold of you. So if you're a winner, it's real easy for us to be able to reach in the mornings or afternoons or whatever. The other thing I want to know from you, I'm going to make you do a little work, but hey, I'm giving you $100, is what is your favorite podcast that you've watched or listened to so far? Reason I'd like to know that is that kind of helps us with knowing what kind of subject matter all of you out there are really like, so maybe we can do more of those kind of things. So make sure that you let us know what your favorite Montana Outdoor podcast has been so far and why. Now, we will pick a winner on August 1st. So what I need from you is I need you to make sure you get your email to me by July 4th. That's Saturday, July 4th. That'll give us now time from July 4th to August 1st to read all these emails, take a look at all of them, and pick two winners, okay? So by July 4th, that means midnight. By July 4th, midnight, I need to have that email in my email box, okay? That will get you entered. And make sure that you include all those things I just said. And I'll mention it again. Plus, I'll put it in the podcast description for you, too. Then on August 1st, we'll post who the winners are on MontanaOutdoor.com. Okay. And as we go along with more podcasts throughout this spring and early summer, I will be reminding you to enter this. Okay. And who will be picking this to win the $100? Who's going to be the ones that pick it, you ask? Well, that'll be me and the Montana Outdoor Podcast staff. We're all going to get together, go through them all, and find out who are going to be the two winners. How are we going to judge that? Well, a little creativity, maybe a really cool reason why you wanted to know about this certain place in Montana, or this certain person in Montana, or a certain activity that you've always wanted to know more about. So, get a little creative, compete a little. So that's what we want to do to win the $100. So either give us a description of a place in Montana you've always wanted to go that you would like us to do a podcast about and why. Or tell us about an activity in the outdoors of Montana that you've always wanted to learn about and that you would like us to do a podcast about it and why. If you want to enter both of those, you can. That's okay. The reason we're doing this is we really want to continue to do more podcasts that really interest you. We've been doing a ton of podcasts. We do one pretty much every week. And so this just gives us some new ideas and learn a little more about you too and what you're looking for. So you could win $100. Now, I want you to think about that a little bit. Also, let us know what you think about if you've gone to any of our sponsors, like, our good friends that help guide you through the woods. That's Superior Hardwoods of Montana. I love these guys. Another sponsor has been with us from the very beginning. We wouldn't be able to do this podcast without them, but they are probably one of the most unique companies out there that sell wood products. What I'm talking about is everything from hardwood floors. They have pre-finished hardwood floors. They have just the raw stuff, and then they can mill it how you want. One of the products that they carry at Superior Hardwoods of Montana is these incredible woods that have repurposed. For example, old barns. Some of this old barn wood is amazing that they have found, and then they've remilled it, redone it, given it new life, but it has this character. One of my friends got a hardwood floors for their house, all done with this barn wood. Or actually it was from like an old mill, I think is what it was. But anyway, it had these really cool like saw marks on it and stuff. The floor was amazing and just beautiful, but it had this character to it that, you're just not going to find anywhere else. Even one that has really become popular is corral board. I don't know if you've seen any of the corral board. I've got some pictures of their different product going by here on the screen. But here's one right here. This picture is corral board. Now, again, they refinish it in that, but that a lot of people use that as like some accent walls and things like that. Wow, they are so cool. They can go through with you all the different kinds of things you're looking for. If you're going to remodel, maybe you're going to build a home, maybe you've got that cabin somewhere on the lake and you'd like something with a little cool character to it. Superior Hardwoods of Montana. They're the ones that can get you that you will have a piece of history in your house. You will have something nobody else has. And they even can do exotic woods too. And I'm talking about exotic woods that are super hard to find, but they've been doing this for a long time. And they can find whatever you're looking for from all over. And they have shipped wood products to all around the world. So those of you that are listening outside or watching outside of Montana, which is a ton of you that do, get a hold of them. Superior-hardwoods.com. That's superior-hardwoods.com. Superiorhardwoods.com. Let them guide you through the woods. All right. So one more time real quick, I need an email with your name, your phone number, your address, your email. When's a good time of the day to get a hold of you? Where do you want this podcast to take you? That's going to be one of the topics we are going to choose from. And if we choose your email, you'll win $100. Where do you want this podcast to take you? Is there a place? Is there a state park? Is there some place you've always wanted to know more about? Okay. Number 2, what have you always wanted to learn about? What do you want to do out there you've never done or you want more information about? Is there a certain fish you're looking for? Is there maybe some certain kind of technology that's come out? Some of the new fishing technology is really cool. We've tried in the past to do some stuff. Is there something in particular, or a certain rifle or a certain knife or whatever? Let us know, and why you'd like to know about that, or why you would like to know more about that special place. Okay? Whoever gives us the most creative, cool thing that you want us to search for and do as a podcast topic, well, if we pick your topic, you're going to win $100, and we're going to pick 2 people. Okay? So do that. You're going to email right here on the screen, downrigger@montanooutdoor.com. downrigger@montanooutdoor.com. Send us something cool. Send us a cool idea. I can't wait to read these. These are going to be so fun to go through and see. So get on it. Let's see who comes up with the coolest one. And thanks for listening out there. Thanks for watching out there. And don't forget, please like and subscribe to this podcast. That helps us out a lot. And share it with your friends and family. Don't be stingy, man. All right. You guys take care out there. Be safe out there. Be good to each other. And we're going to see you next time right here on the Montana Outdoor Podcast.
Thanks for watching the Montana Outdoor Podcast. You know, there's no way we could do this podcast without the incredible support of sponsors like Superior Hardwoods of Montana, home of the largest selection of in-stock, high-end wood products and flooring in the western United States. Let them guide you through the woods at superior-hardwoods.com. And of course, Rocky Mountain Truck and Trailer in Missoula, home of Boss snowplows and accessories, and Diamond Sea Trailers and accessories. Go see them on the web at rmtte.com. We'd love to hear what you thought of this week's podcast. When you get a minute or two, shoot us an email and tell us your thoughts. Same goes if you have any questions for Rigger. Just send your questions or comments to downrigger@montanooutdoor.com. Hey, don't forget we should be dropping a new podcast this next Saturday. Until then, gang, we hope to see you soon out in Montana's great outdoors.